What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Pony Lawson, and today we are diving into some of the wildest tattoos that TikTok has to offer. From the absolutely amazing all the way to the what in the hell was I thinking? There's always a surprise when I'm scrolling through TikTok. So strap in, strap on, it's about to get weird. Alright, this first one is a pretty fun idea. I always like these interactive tattoos and seeing what people do with them. Well, the one thing that strikes me a little weird is how these people complete these tattoos and don't leave them blank for other people to play. Imagine going to a party and this being completely blank. You've got a party trick for your whole life. Now don't get me wrong, I do love the dedication, but I do think this would be a lot more fun if you could play this multiple times. And as you can see, she already started to circle words, so let's see what she found. You are dummy thick. Not bad at all, but I think we can do better. Well, the first one I found is you, pretty easy. So you can eat my daddy. There's so many better words in here. Megan, there's a Megan in there. I wonder if Megan knows. I found yeets.
Yeets.
Yeet. Are you a?
That doesn't work.
There's no rules here.
Two-letter words at least.
Says who?
That's the rules. I made them up.
You are a fuck. Oh, wouldn't that be a great surprise? You are a daddy.
Damn, dude.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the idea. If she didn't tattoo any of these circles on here, your friends could have a lot more fun. Maybe next time, just leave it blank. Leave the fun to your friends. All right, let's see what we've got next. Oh, this one says, what's your craziest tattoo? Oh, my Lord. Man, I mean, that's trippy. You can really freak some people out with this tattoo. Sleep with both eyes open. He kind of looks like Borat.
Very nice.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm so curious about some of these people's life choices. I wonder if he realizes that's forever. I mean, it's really not too bad for eyelid tattoos. Most of the time you see eyelid tattoos, they're all blown out and shitty. I mean, granted, these aren't the best, but they're not bad. And I love how it makes it look like the eyelashes on the bottom are just super thick. I'm sure that had to feel very strange, a needle being that close to your eyeball. Could you imagine his funeral?
Mom, Dad's away.
He's still alive! Super creepy. Let's see what else we've got. I've definitely seen this tattoo in the past, the little Air Jordan onto the mole. I love these kinds of tattoos, like when you see the little stick man mowing the yard on somebody's head. I think these are fun. They always bring a laugh. Not something I would really do, but you know, something for everyone. Super simple, super fun. Hopefully he's got a matching one on the other side of his neck. Let's see what else we've got. Oh my Lord. I've definitely seen this as a trend on TikTok where people write people's names or write their names on a car for people that comment, but I've never seen somebody tattoo their own leg like this yet. These are awful. Not using gloves, granted it's his own blood, but this is disgusting. I wonder how much he got paid for this. Looks like a few roses and a cake. You gotta be on something else to do this. Yep, I agree. These people should be ashamed of themselves for contributing to this. But of course, I'd probably send them a message too. I like how he started out at the knee, giving these names a lot of space, and then as more people came into the chat room, he kind of just tightened them up a bit. I can't even read what half these names say. This is clearly an at-home tattooer. I mean, anybody else would be wearing gloves. Because you know this person's typing back to all these people replying, just spreading his nasty, bloody germs everywhere. Well, I hope you're happy with that for the rest of your life. And I wonder what you bought with all those $5 donations. Hopefully a pair of gloves. Next! Alright, here we have another one that tried to be interactive, but it doesn't seem to have worked out so well. I probably would have made that bottom jaw a lot closer to the knee, that way it actually opened and closed. Granted, the tattoo isn't horrible, it's just not well executed. If you're going to do one of these tattoos that changes as you move, it's gotta be more thought out, because this isn't really working the way it should. It's just weird how all the teeth are exactly the same, no incisors, no molars, like there's no shape to the teeth, they just get thicker and thicker. I've tattooed many of skulls in my day, and this does not look like any kind of skull that I've seen. I mean, none of the top part of the skull looks like what a skull should look like. I don't know. I think this is honestly a silly idea. Let's see what else we've got. Oh boy, another skull. And I've seen this one hundreds of times. I mean, you guys gotta be more original if you're gonna browse Pinterest for tattoos. I guess he tried to change it up by throwing some sparkles at the bottom. What, has he got candy corns for teeth? Oh, maybe it matches his hat. Oh. He looks like he's like 18, 19 years old. Probably not the best idea he's had. Probably not the worst idea he's gonna have either. But at least this one looks more like a skull, I guess.
What do you think is how small his hand is, it would never line up.
Oh yeah, when he holds his hand up, it just looks like he's got a tiny little jaw. That's so funny. Like the eyes don't even come anywhere close to his eyes. Definitely not well thought out here. He probably should have just done the mouth. Oh, we shaved off half his eyebrow like he's real hard. Kids like this bother me. I mean, these might have been cool once in 2012. I wonder what it says on his neck. Fruit cake? Oh yeah, family. Oh man, I'm thoroughly enjoying these today. I gotta see what else we've got. Yo, more eyeballs on the head. Yeesh. Man, oh man. I mean, more power to you. Do what you want, but holy shit. The splatters I can get behind, you know, whatever, but man, I bet you terrified children. Does he have more on the other side? I wish I could turn his head to the side and see what else he's got, because it looks like it just continues all over his face and head. Could you imagine him as a customer service representative? I bet he is super nice though, I guarantee it. The bottom ones? Yeah, it looks like she's wearing a grill. Oh, those are lips. It took me a minute to see. I thought those were teeth. Yeah, those don't look like lips to me. This could have definitely gone better. I mean, I'm so curious to see what else this guy's got tattooed, because this can't be the weirdest one. I mean, all he needs to do now is tattoo his eyelids, like the other guy.
They're nice.
Well, that was crazy. But you know what's even crazier is the new amazing products at madrabbit.com. They've got everything you need to keep your tattoos happy and healthy. I use them every day, so why not give it a try? Head on over to madrabbit.com and use code PONY20 to save 20% off your entire order. All right, I'm kind of nervous, but let's get back into it. Here we go, finally a good one. Damn, this thing is wicked. We've got the Joker here at the bottom, at least I'm pretty sure it's the Joker.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
And a pretty beastly Batman at the top. Damn, even this tattoo is ridiculous. I love the skull at the bottom, the hand with the eye, and that wicked goat's head up top is just, to me, extraordinary. I like how they avoided the ditch, because the ditch hurts like a... I'm usually not the biggest fan of mixing black and white with color, but this one is amazing. And that little pentagram in back, it's a nice way to finish this off. It is a little odd how they kind of worked around that butt cheek. It would have been nice to see that color carry on to that cheek, but maybe they've got plans for it. Just an odd way to end it off on this side. The little demon lady's head looks great, the Ouija board with the spiders, and the candles up top. I mean, this thing's got it all. Even this Final Fantasy tattoo. Again, I absolutely love the way the reds play a part here, and it all flows together very well. Even the little cactar at the bottom on his hand, again, I think this is an excellent job. I'm not sure who tattooed these, but if you guys are aware, please let me know in the comments below, because these things are sick. All right, here we've got a painting of Caravaggio. It's one of my favorite paintings of all time, and I kind of like this one. I just like how the rabbit is kind of happy about it. I like how the pig is just feeling no remorse, and how he is super happy to have his neck cut. Thrilled about it. Again, not much to say. This is a pretty simple one, but I think it is a clever take. I think I'd rather have the original Caravaggio, but this would probably take a close second. All right, this one says this is a $40,000 tattoo, so I'm very curious to see what it looks like. All right, not so bad so far. I mean, there's definitely a lot of detail going on here. I do like how they kind of left that little nipple open on the right side. That would have been an easy cover. It's not that hard to cover nipples with gray, so right now this kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Or sore nipple. And you've already covered up more than half of it, and it looks like the other nipple is pretty well covered, so I don't see why the artist didn't shade the rest of that in. Again, this is another tattoo that I'd be very curious to see what it looks like over about 8 to 10 years. Because there is a lot of neutral grays in here, and you know over time that's only going to get lighter. I think we may lose a lot of those details in here, which is what makes this piece amazing. If I had to guess how long this thing took, I would maybe guess about a year, especially when you're coming to somebody like me where a tattoo this big takes 5 to 6 hours. So I know there is some time put into this piece. When we look close, the detail isn't as sharp as it should be, so this is one of those tattoos that definitely look better from a distance. But I don't want to take away from this tattoo. I do think this thing is a great piece of art, and if you got $40,000 to spend on a tattoo, hey, go for it. Man, this youth pastor goes hard for Jesus. One part that does amuse me is how that angel at the bottom is like reaching out for that belly button like a basketball. It kind of reminds me of the Jordan tattoo. As far as the dinner table goes, I'm sure that's a very hard spot to get straight all the way across, especially with the curvature of the body. But maybe don't lay an apple down, it might roll off the table. That's got to be why they're pissed at Jesus. They lost another apple. Let's check out some more. All right, this one says instant tattoo regret. He was arrested thanks to his face tattoo. Terrible choice in tattoos. What does his next say? Rasta? Pasta? I think he really loves pasta. Let's just pause here for a minute and take a look at this tattoo. This thing is awful. It's not that well done. It's a terrible idea, but he does kind of look like Hannibal. Maybe he does eat people. And either this tattoo completely faded away or he had it lasered. My guess is that it completely faded away. Now it just looks like he's been wearing goggles in the sun, or he's got a crazy 5 o'clock shadow. It looks like he's a mildly attractive man on the left and an old pervert on the right.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
If you're going to get outrageous tattoos like this, maybe being a criminal isn't the best choice. Ma'am, can you pick him out of a lineup? Yes. Sorry, sir, you're coming with us. I mean, when you look at the tattoo, it looks nothing like the reference. There's spikes on top, there's 5 bars instead of 3. He clearly wasn't looking at Hannibal when he made this tattoo. I mean, I've seen jailhouse tattoos look way better than this. It's a good thing they faded off. We're leaving here on a real bummer. I mean, I kind of feel bad ending it on this one, so let's check out one more. All right, here we go. Now, this is a great looking tattoo. A bit of an odd placement, but as far as the tattoo goes, this thing is money. Nice, bright, vivid oranges and yellows, and even the purples in that mantis play very well off that green. Even the way that the mantis's arm kind of curls around that eye, I think is very well thought out, unlike a lot of the other tattoos we saw today. Now, this tattoo definitely takes some cojones to put on the side of your face. Now, with face tattoos, they generally don't heal as sharp as they're applied, so I am very curious to see how this thing heals. Also, within the lifetime of this tattoo, you're gonna get a lot of sun exposure. So it's just one more reason why I'd like to see how this thing heals up after time. But as it sits right now, I think this thing is beautiful and a much better way to end the episode. All right, now that's going to wrap it up for the TikTok tattoos this week. I want to thank each and every one of you for sticking around. And remember, if you'd like to see your tattoos critiqued on the series, you can do so by sending them to ponycritiques@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here, and as always, I will see you guys next week.